understanding the learners themselves. Just like there's no one-size-fits-all approach to learning, there's no single type of learner. As trainers, our goal is to create engaging and effective learning experiences, and that starts with recognizing the diverse characteristics of our audience. Think about it. A training session designed for someone with years of experience in a field will look very different from one designed for a novice. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore 12 key learner characteristics, from their language skills and cultural backgrounds to their learning styles and special needs. Understanding these traits will help you tailor your training sessions for maximum effectiveness. Let's get started. Have you ever considered how fundamental language, literacy, and numeracy skills are to the learning process? It's not just about understanding the words on a page or the numbers in an equation. It's about the ability to process information, follow instructions, and express understanding. As trainers, we need to be mindful of the varying levels of language, literacy, and numeracy within our audience. This might mean providing materials in multiple languages or at different reading levels. It could also involve incorporating visual aids, hands-on activities, and other methods to cater to diverse learning needs. Remember, inclusivity starts with accessibility. Culture shapes our perspectives, values, and even the way we learn. What's considered acceptable or effective in one culture might not translate well in another. Imagine designing a team-building activity that inadvertently clashes with the cultural norms of some participants. That's why it's crucial to be sensitive to the cultural backgrounds of your learners. Take the time to research and understand any potential sensitivities. Consider incorporating diverse perspectives and examples into your training content. Remember, a culturally responsive approach fosters respect and inclusivity. A learner's prior education and general knowledge serve as the foundation upon which new information is built. Just like a house needs a strong foundation, effective learning requires us to assess and build upon existing knowledge. Before you launch into complex concepts, take the time to gauge the educational background of your audience. Don't assume everyone is starting from the same point. Consider incorporating brief reviews of foundational concepts or providing supplemental materials for those who need a refresher. Chapter 4. Gender and Training Dynamics. While we strive for gender equality in all aspects of life, it's important to acknowledge that gender can influence learning dynamics. For instance, certain topics or activities might resonate differently with men and women based on societal norms or personal experiences. As trainers, we can create a more inclusive environment by being mindful of gender-related sensitivities. This might involve using gender-neutral language, ensuring balanced participation in group activities, and being aware of any potential biases in our teaching materials or examples. Chapter 5. Age adapting to generational differences. Let's face it, a room full of millennials might respond differently to technology-based training than a group of baby boomers. Each generation brings its own set of experiences, learning preferences, and even communication styles. Effective trainers adapt their approach based on the age range of their audience. This could involve incorporating a mix of traditional and technology-driven methods, being mindful of pacing and breaks, and using examples and language that resonate with different age groups. Chapter 6. Physical Ability and Accessibility. Creating an inclusive learning environment means ensuring that all learners, regardless of physical ability, have equal opportunities to participate and succeed. This requires us to be mindful of physical limitations and make necessary accommodations. Before each training session, inquire about any specific needs or accommodations required by your learners. Ensure that the training venue is accessible, with ramps, elevators, or other assistive devices if needed. Chapter 7. Harnessing previous experience. Imagine walking into a training session and discovering that some participants already have extensive experience with the topic. Instead of viewing this as a challenge, see it as an opportunity. Learners with prior experience can become valuable assets to the group. Encourage the sharing of experiences and insights. Facilitate discussions where experienced learners can mentor those who are new to the topic. This not only enhances the learning experience for everyone involved, but also fosters a sense of community and shared expertise. Chapter 8. Previous learning experiences. shaping attitudes. Our past experiences with learning, whether positive or negative, shape our attitudes towards education and training. Some learners might walk into your session feeling enthusiastic and eager to learn, while others might be apprehensive or even resistant. It's essential to create a safe and supportive learning environment where learners feel comfortable asking questions, sharing their thoughts, and even making mistakes. Chapter 9. Training Level Completed. Building upon a foundation. Understanding the training level completed by your learners allows you to build upon their existing knowledge and tailor the content accordingly. It's like starting a race. Some runners might be at the starting line, while others have a head start. Review the training records or resumes of your participants to determine their prior learning experiences. This will help you identify any knowledge gaps, avoid redundancy, and ensure that your training content is appropriately challenging and engaging. Chapter 10. Special Courses Unlocking Hidden Talents. Has a learner taken a specialized course that could be beneficial to the current training? Don't let that knowledge go untapped. Learners with specialized skills or knowledge can become valuable resources within the group. Encourage them to share their expertise through demonstrations, case studies, or even guest presentations. This not only enriches the learning experience for everyone, but also recognizes and celebrates the diverse talents within the group. Chapter 11. Learning Styles, Catering to Different Preferences. We all learn differently. Some of us are visual learners, while others prefer auditory or kinesthetic methods. Effective trainers recognize that catering to diverse learning styles is key to maximizing engagement and knowledge retention. Incorporate a variety of teaching methods into your sessions, such as presentations, videos, group discussions, hands-on activities, and case studies. This allows learners to process information in a way that aligns with their individual preferences. Chapter 12. Other Needs Accommodating Individual Circumstances. Life happens, and sometimes learners have needs that extend beyond the traditional training environment. Perhaps they're working parents who require flexible scheduling or individuals with learning disabilities who need additional support. Don't shy away from addressing these needs. Talk to your learners, understand their individual circumstances, and be willing to make reasonable accommodations. Remember, a little flexibility and understanding can go a long way in creating a positive and supportive learning experience for everyone. Outrow Tailoring Training for Success. As we've explored throughout this video, understanding the diverse characteristics of our learners is not just a nice-to-have, it's essential for effective training. By recognizing and addressing the unique needs, backgrounds, and learning styles of our audience, we create a more inclusive, engaging, and ultimately successful learning experience. Remember, effective training is not about delivering a one-size-fits-all program. It's about meeting learners where they are, providing personalized support, and empowering them to achieve their full potential.